The thing which this channel I think is part of, that self-transformation, where you actually do the opposite. You take attention and you sink back into the pastivity of your soul, the past, and try and make it conscious and transform it through that. That's another thing you can, so you're conscious of more. Oh, I'm now conscious of that, and now I can change it. There we go.
I also find that expansion of consciousness you're talking about, that for me personally, it's allowed that I can have more internal experience at once. And so
yes,
I find that my suicide, because I still get depressed like annually, I'm bipolar. And so I can still explore a wide variety of conscious states. But it used to be when I got suicidally depressed in the winter, it filled me. Like all I could be was suicidally depressed. Whereas now I can be suicidally depressed, and with the techniques I've used to work on it, I'll still notice I feel all the physical symptoms, and it feels like I'm half full of suicidal depression, but not that I've shrunk it, but I've got big enough to have a second state as well. And so I've managed over the past couple winters, I can be both suicidally depressed and feeling elated and grateful and having a deep connection with my wife and children, where I'm both at once. I'm suicidally depressed and perfectly content.
What you've just said there is absolutely central to the what I teach, which is to take a paralogical approach and to realize that it's not, you don't have to be in one or the other. And my father-in-law, who lives with us, has just died. And it's one of the biggest things I notice around bereavement. It's like people say, how are you? And it's like, well, which do you want? Do you want the, because I'm both very sad and kind of strangely ecstatic. And they sit perfectly together. Yeah. And if you understood one, you wouldn't get the whole picture. And that's often true, that we are not these monological beings. We can encompass multitudes and opposites quite often. And what you've described there, I think, is great, because if you can see, oh, here's these depths, but this is still here. And it's not either or. I think that's immensely profound. That's what I mean by paralogical in its deepest sense, as applied to the soul.
Okay, then paralogical's definitely a subject I am now fascinated with. I didn't know that word before now, but that's the word for what I've been experiencing. Then
check out my book Deep Awake, or the Mystery Experience. They're the same book, but one's bigger. But Deep Awake probably would be the one.
Okay, I will. Also, I'll definitely check out Soul Story as well.
Great.